Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I have for you some Bujin action, but I went a little unconventional with it. You guys know I love me some 30 card decks, and I really wanted to pair Bujin with the Lightsworns engine, and this is the deck that I came up with. Now if you want to see, I guess a 20 card version of a good Bujin deck, I definitely recommend you guys check out Playmaker's video on it. I'll leave it down in the description. He made a really cool deck. But now for some memes. We're running 30 cards, 2 Bujin Yamato, which is all I have. Obviously if I had a third one, it would be here instead of a third Arasuda. We run 3 of the one of the Centipede, which destroys the spell and trap cards. We have 2 of the Boar, which is going to switch a monster into face up defense position and make its defense become 0 until the end of the turn. So this is what you use to deal with big monsters. You have the Bacon Saber, to protect ourselves. We have 1 Pavo, which is gonna let us special summon a Bujin monster. When another one gets destroyed, you just gotta send it from your hand to the graveyard. 1 of the Ophidian, which lets one of your Bujin monsters attack directly, which can be really clutch if you need to end the game, and you have this in your hand, but just a tech pretty much. That's what both of these 2 are. Even though Pavo is arguably better, I would run a second one maybe over the Ophidian. We have 3 Dawn Knight, which is really clutch in this deck. If you mill this card with your Lightsworns and you have a Yamato on the graveyard, you can just put that on top of your deck, and that's really helpful since we only have 2 Yamatos in the deck. Because I don't have the third one. And also if you get sent from the field to the grave, you can send any light monster from your deck to the graveyard. So if you need to destroy a spell, you send Centipede. If you need to deal with a monster, you send Boar. If you just need to deck thin a little bit, you can send another Dawn Knight or an Arasuda. It's up to you, because there are times where you want to fill up the graveyard with monsters. Since I'm running 2 Ghosts from the Past, this card came so clutch in so many games because people don't expect this. It's a damage step, card. Their attack becomes 0 and then they just get destroyed. I have 2 powerful rebirths, and I'm also running 2 skill successors. So more cards that you can activate from the grave. Before we only had Bacon Sabers, AD Changer. Now you have cards like skill successor. So self-mill decks are going to be more and more fun as time comes. 3 enemy controllers, 3 Arasuda like I mentioned. We have 3 Jane and 2 Lilas, the same Lightsworns engine that I pretty much splashed on everything. Fields of Warrior, the skill can be up to you. You can use Restart. I went with Fields of Warrior so my Bujins can be a nice 2000 even. And that's it. The extra deck is just memes, so my boy Fader can see that I'm using Ojama King. But let's go ahead and get into this replays. Trying to get this video recorded before I get ready to stream tonight, which should be in a few hours from now. Hope you guys are able to make it. It's going to be over in Twitch. It's going to be a viewer tournament, and I'll still upload the duels on YouTube eventually. But if you guys want to catch it live, definitely show over there. We have a Mind Scan Pegasus. And I open up with Yamato, which is it's all you can ask for. If you can see your Yamato or one of your milling cards, which I have 2 in this case, I have my Yamato and I have my Jane, so it's perfect. We see the Elemental Hero Blazement, so this is RedEyes Slash. Another Blazement, so he's sort of bricked. I'm not having to use my Lila for anything, but I did send another Yamato to the grave. I decided to keep milling so that I can hopefully mill my Bacon Saber, which I don't, but I mill a Dawn Knight, which is gonna let me put Yamato on top of the deck. You can only control 1, but I needed to put something on top of the deck, so I just went with the Yamato. There we see the RedEyes Dragon, and he goes with Swift Guy the Fierce Knight, so very similar to my deck. Maybe he saw my build, Kappa. I go ahead and summon the Yamato, activate my Centipede to destroy the back row, and once I see that it was a polymerization, I realized that the back row was just set so that he can summon Swift Gaia, and this is where the bait begins. I go for Bujin Boar. He has to negate this, otherwise his RedEyes is dead. So we see the negation. That's gonna activate me banishing my Bujin boar is gonna activate my Arasuda, and I have a skill successor that I mill. You guys probably didn't notice that. So my Bujin Yamato is gonna go up to 2800. We destroy the Gaia and check for back row. Now we can econ take since he can negate our attack. Hit him with that econ take cheese for game. I love how this deck plays, man. I just want more cards that you can use from the grave. It's just so much fun. But that was a good, nice and easy game 1. Now we got a Rex Raptor, and this guy, the plays I pull in this game, guys, are some next level that I'm gonna have to pause them a little bit so you guys don't miss out on the goodness. Dinosaur Kingdom, I got my Field of Warriors. I'm going first, so I start with my Jane in attack mode, so I can start milling some cards. 2 spells, which is not ideal, enemy controller and powerful Rebirth. And there we see the Sergeant Electro. So our Ghost from the Past is unfortunately pinned down. And what I do is I set my Bacon Saber because I couldn't mill that would have been way too good. But now I have a skill successor in the graveyard, and I have a Bujin Yamato. So he goes for the pin on the second card, goes for a Fossil Dig. We see the Black Brachios. And he actually uses that on my Bacon Saber, which I understand it. My back row was pinned, so he wasn't afraid of attacking into my attack position Jane. But this is the play. Watch this place, guys. I go for Bujin Boar on the Sergeant Electro. Now during the damage step, I activate my skill successor, and you can't say that what he did was a misplay, but he could have, I don't know, he could have activated his other card. He decides to save that card, and when I activate my skill successor, he goes for Forbidden Chalice. Now my Bujin Boar is going up to 1900. His Sergeant Electro is going to be at 2000. But guess what Sergeant Electro has? He has these 2 back rows pinned down. So as soon as his effect is negated, I can activate my cards. I go Ghost from the Past, banish 2, and he says goodbye to the Sergeant Electro and gets 1900 to the face. Goes for the anti-cheese arrows. I have my Bacon Saber so I can protect myself from being OTK'd. I lose my monster, but that's perfectly fine because I pick up another one. And once again, I play some mind games by attacking into the Hydrogen. If he didn't activate his back row, I could chain my Ghost from the Past. But because he saw the play on Electro, I knew he was gonna activate whatever back row it was. This case being an enemy controller. So now that he's done that, I can activate my own enemy controller, go for the Econ Cheese once again, use my Ghost from the Past, and hit him for exact lethal with his own monster. I felt sorry for that Rex a little bit afterwards, but it was so good. It was such a nice way of defeating him. Sorry for the pause spam right there. We got a Kaiba next. You could probably replace the enemy controllers with something else, because I mean it's nice to have them. But I didn't actually see them that much. I would mill them a lot of the times. So we have our powerful Roburt, which is good. And I start with Bujin because I can always search out my Pavo. That's why one of them is fine, because you can just search it out with Pavo. And that way whenever they destroy this Bujin, which I assume is going to happen, I can just summon another one from the deck. We see the Samurai Skull, and look at this guy. 3 back row. RedEyes Zombie in the graveyard. I summon another Yamato from the deck and activate my Centipede. Target one of the cards. Wild Tornado. Out of all cards I could have hit, I hit Wild Tornado, guys. We see him chain his RedEye Spirit. That's fine. I go for Lila on the other face down, which was another RedEye Spirit, and activate my powerful Rebirth. This actually lets me get over the samurai. I mean the Samurai Skull, and I have my skill successor, which is gonna give me 400 attack during the damage step. However, he does have beatdown, unfortunately. So he's able to get over my... Oh wait, he's not able to get over my Bujin. I remember now because I have Bacon Saber. So I milled the Bacon Saber, super clutch. And I knew he was going to activate his own Bacon Saber. So I used both skill successors. This one was sent the turn before, so now I can use it during my turn. And this one, you know, had been set. So 1200 attack boost on my Dawn Knight. Get that RedEyes out of here. We send another monster, another Bujin board in case I need to deal with any big monsters. He destroys my Dawn Knight. I just send another one to deck thin pretty much. I have my Centipede, so I can just destroy the face down, get it out of here. And that's pretty much game. Unfortunately, this guy has to be summoned in defense position. Otherwise, I would have had game that turn. I go ahead and throw another Centipede in case he draws into any back row, which he doesn't, and just hit him for game. That BM skill successor. Nice and easy. We got a Weevil. This deck actually took me to Legend 2, believe it or not. After that heartbreak yesterday with my RedEyes Dragon, I was just playing, having fun with this deck, and then next thing I know, I'm at Legend 2. We got a Weevil. Weevil is very easy to deal with for a Bujin deck, since they have access to, you know, back row removal. You see the parasites in there. I just set my Dawn Knight. Didn't want to get Mask of the Accursed turn 1. Pick up Jane. Go for the attack on a big shield Gardener that I was not expecting. Fortunately, I only take 500 damage, and I mill, very clutch, I mill Bujin Yamato. I send the Centipede to the grave, because I have my powerful reverse, so I'm going to be able to get my Yamato back from the grave. And with the Centipede, I go ahead and destroy the Mask of the Accursed, because I assumed this was going to be a massive morph or something like that, and I would rather go in with 3 attacks than try to destroy the face down. It'd be a massive morph, and then I can't attack with 2 of my monsters. I don't know if that makes sense. So I hit him with 2000, we see the draining shield, and that's completely fine. His own lava golem is gonna finish him off. Get out of here, Weevil. And for the last duel, we got a Yugimoto. I don't actually remember what this person was running. For some reason, the most recent duel is the one I always forget. I don't know why that is. It's strange. Restart. Oh, ninjas. That's right. Because it was weird to see ninjas. So we see the restart. Immediately, I know what I have to do. I have to pick up my my Centipede so I can get rid of all that annoying back row. This was nice to remember though. Masked Ninja Ibisu, which I cannot get over with my Bujin Yamato. I have a Pavo, so I can special summon my Arasuda. Destroy the back row. And during the end phase, I just pick up another Centipede. But I send the boar to the graveyard because I can use, I forgot to mention Arasuda's effect. Arasuda lets you, whenever you search a monster during your end phase, the way Yamato does, you can draw a card and then you discard one. So you get to discard 2 monsters. You know, it's a 2 for 2. That way you can set up your graveyard with centipedes and with the boar. That's pretty much all I did. Goes from the past, super clutch on the Red Dragon Ninja. He got a little greedy by attacking my attack position monster. And I remembered the Ibisu, so I went with Jane. Get rid of the Ibisu. Finish him off with the boy Yamato. This was really fun, but like I said, it's probably not gonna be your meta version of Bujins. You're better going with a 20 card deck that's more balanced. I love using 30 card decks, man. I really like Lightsworns. And you know, I can't help it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link's gonna be down in the description. along my PayPal link if you guys want to support my content, support my channel. Really appreciate that. And also my Twitch. I will be streaming tonight on Twitch, and hopefully I can see you guys there. Till next time.